Greetings to Anambra and all men and women of goodwill. Please spare me some time to bring to your notice some of the great achievements of Chief Dr. Willie Obiano at Okwedike Global, the immediate past executive governor of Anambra State. I have not come to praise or eulogize him. I just wish to present to you what I have tagged 100 plus things former Governor Willie Obiano did for Anambra State that should never be forgotten. 1. He tarred over 1,000 kilometers of road in the state, giving priority to roads and bridges that lead to industrial clusters, agricultural belts, oil fields and commercial centers, the highest ever. 2. Built the highest number of bridges in the state, numbering 17, and spread across the 3 senatorial zones in the state, including the 2.8 kilometer long Aguleri Bridge, the longest bridge southeast Nigeria that leads to the oil fields and was built in a record time of 9 months. 3. Built the first 3 flyovers in Awka, the state capital, within his first 9 months in office with the state-of-the-art aesthetics. 4. Remodeled major roundabouts in the state like the DMGS roundabout in Onitsha, Amoeba roundabout, etc. 5. Hosted the Nigerian police game in Anambra State, being first time in the southeast of Nigeria since its inception in 1945. 6. The NYSC camp at Mboku, which was initially meant to be bungalows as initiated by previous government, was strategically redesigned to story buildings, built and completed by Obiano, a 4,000 capacity camp with 4 blocks, multi-purpose halls, modern parade ground, religious centers, sick bay, etc. 7. Started and completed the first airport in Anambra with the second longest runway in Nigeria. It has a CAT-2 runway that measures 3.7 kilometers long and 60 meters wide. The only runway in Nigeria to pass a friction test with a percentage of 0.07. It is designed to land aircraft on either side of the approaches with a ground lighting system of 270 millimeters. The runway is connected to the apron by 2 taxiways which measure 35 meters wide with shoulders. The taxiways lead directly to the apron, which covers 3 by 200 by 560 meters of reinforced concrete that can comfortably accommodate 12 big aircrafts and 8 planes. It is equipped with 3 world-class landing facilities like DVOR, Satellite Landing System, and ILS, one of the few in Africa to have the triple landing system. The terminal building was designed to accommodate 400 persons. It has 36 shops, 3 lifts, and 3 elevators, and a ramp to facilitate the movement of physically challenged travelers. The control tower stands 34.5 meters tall. It was designed to resist fire. It is equipped with both a staircase and a lift. The airport has 3 state-of-the-art 2020 model Ziegler firefighting trucks machine known in the aviation industry. The car park can accommodate 700 vehicles. The airport was built with Anambra money without borrowing a dime. People have looked at the speedy construction of the airport in a mere 15 months at a time when the world was partially locked down by COVID-19. What has been largely rated as one of the best international airports in sub-Saharan Africa, as it can land any plane known to man. 8. Set up the first Golden Tulip brand in the state after completing the Agolu Lake Hotel and stimulating the first golf course in Anambra State. 9. He created the Project Monitoring and Management Office (PMMO) and repositioned the Anambra Procurement Bureau, which enabled it to save 10 billion naira on contracts and over-invoicing. 10. Introduced 10 million naira Choose Your Project Market initiative, which led to remodeling of most markets in Anambra State. 62 markets benefited under the scheme. 11. He installed CCTV cameras in major markets in Onitsha. 12. Established the Anambra State Primary Health Care Agency to tackle the fundamental issues in primary health care delivery in the state. 13. Establish the Anambra State Healthcare Insurance Agency, ASHA, which has made quality healthcare easy and affordable to the greater number of our people. 14. He remodeled and equipped the Immaculate Heart Multi-Specialist Hospital Aguleri, which compares favorably to any modern hospital in the advanced parts of the world. 15. He ensured Anambra's COVID-19 isolation centers are among the best equipped and friendly centers in Nigeria, called protective care centers rather than isolation centers. 16. In a bid to fight the rising incidence of cancer in the region, he established the state's first endoscopy suite and furnished the state-of-art imaging center with a 64-slice CT machine. 17. Governor Willie Obiano made significant investment in training various cadres of healthcare personnel in the state. Under his leadership, the Anambra State College of Health Technology Obosi obtained full accreditation to train 7 cadres of health professionals. His Excellency's numerous investments also saw to the elevation of this institution to an HND awarding institution. 18. Governor Willie Obiano worked tirelessly to resuscitate the dead nursing training program in the state. Before his exit, he got numerous accreditations for the School of Nursing and Midwifery (MO), signed enabling laws to elevate these schools into a multidisciplinary college, and saw to it that this was operationalized before leaving office. 19. Governor Willie Obiano got multiple accreditations for the State College of Medicine and also for various residency training programs. A strong believer in exploring strategies to increase medical staff retention, he did a lot of work to move Anambra from the state with the least paid medical personnel to the state with the highest paid medical personnel. 20. Improved power supply at the College of Education Nsugbe and advanced the process of upgrading it to an University of Education. 21. Completed the construction of the second phase of the 1,500 classroom blocks for primary schools projects, renovated over 1,000 units of 10 classroom blocks in primary and junior secondary schools, and constructed 6-room classroom blocks in numerous primary schools. 22. Build hostels with capacity to shelter 700 students in 12 technical colleges in the state, bringing back the boarding culture in our technical institutions. 23. Re-equipped 60 secondary school science laboratories with state-of-the-art science lab in the 3 senatorial zones, which has assisted the students to do well in their science exams internationally. As a result, the percentage of students with university admission qualifications grew from a mere 38% to 64%. 24. In 2015, he sent 28 teachers on offshore training to Singapore to gain exposure and first-hand knowledge in global best practices. 25. Increase over 5,000 teachers' salaries, being tutors of core subjects and teachers in hard-to-reach areas to motivate them and offer more access for quality education to our children in riverine and agrarian communities. 26. Recruited contract teachers for the 11 technical colleges to boost staff strength and got 13 trade subjects accredited in 4 technical colleges in the state. 27. Upgraded the Anambra State College of Agriculture in Mbaku to State Polytechnic. 28. He upgraded 3 general hospitals to specialist hospitals. This move was balanced amongst the 3 senatorial zones. The Onitsha General Hospital was selected in the Northern Senatorial Zone. He saw the transformation of a moribund Onitsha General Hospital to a functional specialist hospital with state-of-the-art medical equipment and a helicopter pad. The first public secondary health facility to offer COVID-19 diagnostic services. The first endoscopy facility ever owned by a state government was established in this facility. All these will attract the attention of the federal government and ultimately make for the adoption of the hospital as a federal medical center. 29. From Oji River in Enugu State, he ensured the installation of a 33 kV line to supply power to Orumba North and South, which benefited 31 communities. He installed another 33 kV line from Awada through Idemili to Nnewi to improve power supply in 43 communities. 33 kV line was also installed from Oboji in Orumba North to Peters University in Agwata. 30. Rehabilitation and expansion of Otuosha Water Scheme and OBZ Water Scheme. These two water projects have alleviated the hardship suffered by many communities for decades due to lack of access to potable water. 31. Inaugurated the Youth Empowerment and Creative Economic Council with a view to unlocking the creative potential of the Anambra youth in a manner that will address unemployment more decisively. 32. He positioned the Ministry of Youth and Entrepreneurship where youths were trained, retrained, and empowered in diverse vocations. 33. Chief Willie Obiano remodeled the famous Obauku Caves and waterfalls in Owerri-Ezekala. The Ogbunike Cave was also not left out in the remodeling and facelift. 34. He not only accommodated the 6,000 teachers his predecessor employed in the eve of his administration, but increased their salaries by 15%, civil servants inclusive. 35. Approved the renaming of Anambra State University in honor of Chief Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu. 36. Instituted the Agricultural Export Program with a desk to develop agro-allied export market potentials of the state and effected the first official export of Anambra vegetables. 37. Set up the Fisheries and Aquaculture Business Development Agency, FABDA, to meet the shortfall on fish demand with a strategic approach to fish farming that would guarantee Anambra State a firm foothold in the huge fish market and business. 38. Partnered with major agro investors like Koscharis, Josan Agro and other investors. The impact of these partnerships was instantaneous. The state-wide production output shot up from 80,000 metric tons to 345,000 metric tons. 39. He encouraged more people to go into farming, and that has also yielded tremendous results as there are currently 115,000 farmers and 2,700 cooperative societies. 40. Procured reefer trucks to facilitate the export of vegetable products, thereby inspiring large-scale production of ugu and other vegetables in the state. 41. He continuously empowered farmers with farm inputs like cassava stems, rice seeds, maize and okra seeds free of charge. Rice millers were also given the stoners and threshers. 42. He introduced the Anambra rice brands, which became the best rice brand in Africa as a judge in produce exhibition in Lagos. 43. He upgraded the State University Teaching Hospital, completed the construction of many faculties and administrative buildings in the university, and got accreditation for the medical school. 44. Effected the graduation of the first set of medical doctors from the State University who had spent 10 years in the university for lack of accreditation before Obiano came. He ensured their graduation and accreditation, gave them prizes and automatic employment. 45. Built the biggest state-owned oxygen plant in Nigeria 15 months before the COVID-19 outbreak, and it became strategic as oxygen was distributed to hospitals free of charge during the outbreak. 46. Started the Light Up Anambra project and lit up over 2,000 kilometers of road in the state. 47. Recreated the State Sports Development Commission, introducing a new sporting spirit and reintroduced different competitions and challenge cups with Team Anambra winning medals and trophies nationwide and beyond. 48. Opened up youth participation in politics and became the first in Africa to achieve 85% youth involvement in democratic process and decision making. 49. Remodeled the Women Development Center in Awka and renamed it to Professor Dora Akunle Women Development Center. His wife also remodeled and equipped an abandoned hotel building in the premises of the center, which is now yielding revenue to the state. 50. He engineered nightlife in the state, thereby creating a 24 hours economy. 51. He introduced the Community Choose Your Project initiative twice and became the first governor to have 2 legacy projects each in all the 179 communities in the state. 52. Built the Awka International City Stadium with a FIFA-rated contractor, Money Mitchell, as approved by NFA, and is currently hosting national and international matches and presently being used as the host stadium by Enugu Rangers, thereby yielding revenue for the state. 53. Akpokwedike Global built the first ever international convention center in the state and the biggest in Nigeria, with a 12,000 seating capacity in and out, with divisible halls, banking hall, an industrial-sized kitchen, etc. It's truly a monument to behold. 54. He created the Anambra Small Business Agency and access to single-digit loans and grants. 55. Through ASBA, he built the Nkwele Zinaka Shoe Market Cluster, which has become a big player in the export market across West Africa. 56. First in integrating social media and e-governance, and was the most tolerable of all rants, attacks and insults that came with them. 57. Distributed over 400 transformers to different communities in the state. 58. Intervened on 4 major erosion sites in the state, some as deep as 35 meters, like the 100-foot erosion site in Nnewi, the link road between Anambra and Imo State in Ezinifite, the Minaj-Ubosi erosion, and Nkesi Arole in Onitsha. Over 8 billion naira was spent on those 4 erosion sites. 59. With over 1,000 gully erosion sites in the state, Governor Obiano fought the erosion menace through new map. With the support of the World Bank, he paid the counterpart funding, while 18 erosion sites were fully intervened by new map in the state. 60. He re-equipped the State Fire Service Station with modern fire trucks and tools needed for effective campaign against fire. 61. He inaugurated a division of the Court of Appeal in Awka, Anambra State, to provide a robust judicial system in Anambra State to support the growth and developmental drive of his administration and to attract even more federal institutions, a testament to the legacy administration of Chief Willie Obiano. 62. He maintained remarkable harmony between the executive and legislative arms of government, considering that Anambra is one of the few states where a governor was once impeached. 63. Created the Anambra State Investment Promotion and Protection Agency as a one-stop shop for investors, which attracted lots of investments to the state. 64. He paid workers' salaries regularly on or before the 25th of every month all through his 8 years in office. That's one major reason the Anambra workers named him the alert governor. 65. Restored the dignity of our traditional institutions by putting a stop to the idea of inviting and arresting traditional rulers by the Nigerian police, and shared brand new innocent vehicles to them. He also gave over 60 certificates to Igwes, much more than any governor in the history of Anambra State. 66. He launched Operation Pochapo, involving all the security agencies, Operation Cheba for tighter security during festivals and Yuletide seasons, and Operation Udamaka to sustain the security being enjoyed in the state. 67. Donated hundreds of patrol trucks and security vehicles with command and control centers to the police, army, navy, vigilantes, etc. 68. Donated a gunboat to the Nigerian Navy in Onitsha to secure Anambra from incidents of robbers who used the waterways to launch attack from the neighboring states. 69. Hosted first ever Southeast and Delta State Security Summit to share notes and secure the whole region, and made Anambra the safest state in Nigeria, thereby reducing crime across southeastern Nigeria and beyond. 70. He created ACTDA, the Awka Capital Territory Development Authority, charged with the responsibility of designing and mapping out a plan that will make Awka a truly 21st century city. 71. Through ACTDA, he concluded the aerial mapping of Awka Capital Territory, including the entire state, making it the second state in Nigeria to do so. 72. Chief Willie Obiano hosted the Pan-Igbo Summit on the restructuring of Nigeria, which was convened by Ohaneze Ndi-Igbo in Awka, Anambra State. 73. He turned the New Map Project Management Unit into an agency, passed the Anambra State Erosion Watershed and Climate Change Agency (ANSWICA) Establishment Act 2020. The bill, after proper legislative actions by the State House of Assembly, was signed into law. 74. He revamped the state-owned radio, TV, and printing organizations into world-class institutions, leading to numerous awards and recognitions within and without Anambra State, ABS TV, ABS Radio, and National Light newspapers. 75. He launched special police units for the shopping malls, student areas, and nightlife zones. 76. Set up and empowered a peace committee to handle cases of herdsmen attack and avoid any related crises. 77. Ensured seamless payment of due and appropriate allowances to the security agencies and fought crime through job creation from new investments, agriculture, loans, and other policies and programs. 78. Chief Willie Obiano distributed over 1.5 billion support fund to small and medium-scale enterprises with special focus on farmers, especially women and young persons. 79. Launched the Akuluauno campaign, leading to new investment like Koscharis Farms Anaku, Joseph Agro, Linden Farms, and Del Farm / Songhai and Stein Farms, as well as the Stanel World, the Millennium Estate. Even Sabmila Breweries completed the second phase of its expansion under his administration. 80. Led Anambra to become the fourth largest economy in Nigeria. 81. Led Anambra State to record the least unemployment rate in Nigeria. 82. He also led Anambra to become the state with the most efficient healthcare system in Nigeria. 83. Chief Willie Obiano led Anambra to become the first in Southeast and second to Rivers in Nigeria in Fiscal Sustainability Index, beating Lagos, Kano, and 32 other states. 84. Offset 1.8 billion pension arrears and maintained regular monthly payment in line with his promise to deliver on physical and human infrastructure. 85. Maintained steady Christmas bonus and legacies for workers and pensioners, as well as increased salary and recognized outstanding civil servants on a regular basis. 86. Integrated the Igala-speaking communities into governance via senior appointments and delivered major infrastructure like water ambulance with nurses attached plus other amenities. 87. Against many battles and obstacles, he held official funeral tagged Ozemezina for all the fallen heroes of Igbo extraction and commenced the annual observation of November 16 as a public holiday, work-free day in Anambra State in honor of Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe. 88. Chief Willie Obiano led Anambra through 2 economic recessions and COVID-19 crisis and refused taking the federal government's bailout funds, yet introduced stimulus packages that made Anambra not to feel the full length of the recession. 89. He facilitated Anambra students and teachers to come tops in national and global competitions in debates, STEM subjects, and technovation. 90. He created a special home for the mentally challenged, cleared the state of mentally challenged people, and rehabilitated many of them to reunite with their families. 91. Through the cafe initiative of his wife, Dr. Belechukwu Obiano, lives of many indigent persons were touched, training thousands in different skills and crafts and empowering them to become self-reliant and employers of labor. Built house for widows, treated over 120 children with cleft palate lips, given limbs to amputees, wheelchairs to the physically challenged, all free of charge and without state funding. 92. Chief Willie Maduabro Chukwuobiano left more legacy projects in the state than any other former leader, be it a governor or military administrator, and left lesser liabilities than he inherited. 93. He left more cash and more revenue-yielding investments than he inherited. 94. Chief Willie Obiano took the bull by the horn and put in all resources to make sure that Anambra is gazetted as an oil-producing state and approval given to credit the 13% derivation. So far, the state has gotten about 12 billion naira in oil revenue. 95. First governor to have served his 8 years by the grace of God without any harassment and interruption from the legislatures, and was returned unopposed in his second term in office, winning 21/21, sweeping the 21 local government areas in the state. First governor ever in Nigeria to win in that manner. 96. Introduced the Anambra Daily Road Maintenance Program, which employed, trained, and equipped youth to maintain the roads built by his predecessors. 97. Chief Willie Obiano received more honors and recognitions than any former leader of Anambra State. 98. He built a lot of people, giving many the platforms to excel, and recommended hundreds for greater responsibilities within and outside Nigeria. 99. Introduced the Anambra brand with new anthem, logo, core values and colors. 100. Signed an MOU with the Transmission Company of Nigeria to build 6 transmitters in Anambra State covering Nnewi, Onitsha, Aguleri, Umuchu and Ogidi/Obunike. 101. He enforced without prejudice the law against kidnapping. Thus, kidnappers' dens were totally destroyed. 102. On a regular, he disbursed billions of naira to mission schools for renovation, retooling, and re-equipping works. 103. Awarded scholarships to over 200 students. 104. Through an annual grant in aid to mission hospitals, handed over funds to mission hospitals in Anambra to upgrade and maintain their health delivery services. 105. Built the first digital data bank for Anambra farmers and active situation room for progress monitoring and evaluation. 106. Trained 50 beekeepers and equipped them with 250 hives and bee kits, etc. 107. He engaged the highest number of political appointees, making sure in the process that no community in the state was denied appointment in government. This ensured that youth unemployment was the lowest ever recorded and money was circulated to the grassroots. 108. Completed the first mega mall in the state, ShopRite Onitsha, which has stimulated the opening of many other big malls across the state. 109. Created the Digital Entrepreneurship Office for the nurture and expansion of technovation and digital entrepreneurship. Chief Willie Obiano is human. Therefore, it is not expected that he will be perfect. We dare raise our voice to give kudos and give honor to whom honor is due. Chief Willie Obiano achieved more than these that we have stated, and we, as a people, shall never forget.